Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we turn confusing corporate jargon into clear, actionable insights. Today, we're diving into a filing from Affinity Bankers Incorporated. And let's just say they've got some numbers to talk about. Stick around because we're about to decode what they really mean. Before we dive in, if you like getting straight answers from these filings, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Also, join our Discord community, linked in the description, where we break down these stories even further. Alright, so we're looking at a Form 8K filing. Think of these as special reports companies file when something significant happens that investors need to know about right away. This one is all about announcing their financial results. The key date here is the 24th of October 2025. This is when Affinity Bankshares Incorporated announced their financial performance for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025. Basically, they told everyone how much money they made or lost and what is going on with their business as of the end of September. The company itself is Affinity Bankshares Incorporated. They operate in the banking world, and these reports are crucial for understanding how the bank is doing. Now, let's get to the juicy part for most people, the money. This filing is primarily about their financial results, and when we look at their stock, it trades under the ticker symbol AFBI, listed on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. This means their shares are publicly available for anyone to buy or sell on a major stock exchange. The main point of this filing is listed under Item 2.02, Results of Operations and Financial Condition. This is where companies tell the public how well they performed financially. The filing mentions a press release was issued on the 24th of October 2025, announcing their financial results for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025, and importantly, they are stating this report and the press release are being furnished to the Securities and Exchange Commission and shall not be deemed filed. For any purpose, this is a common way for companies to release earnings information without triggering certain regulatory obligations that come with a formal filing. This means the real meat of the financial details is probably in Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release itself. Unfortunately, the actual content of that press release isn't included in the HTML we have, so we can't dissect the exact numbers like revenue, profit, or losses here. We can only see that they announced them. They also included Exhibit 99.2, which is described as supplemental financial information. This is often extra data that helps investors understand the numbers better, providing more context or details than a standard press release might. And to wrap things up, the report is signed by Brandy Pajot, who holds the important title of Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This officer is essentially signing off that the information provided is accurate to the best of their knowledge. So, what does this all mean? Well, Affinity Bankshares Incorporated put out their latest performance update. Without the actual press release and supplemental information, we can't tell if their numbers were good or bad. Did they beat expectations or fall short? Did their net income go up or down compared to the previous year? Are their loan portfolios strong or showing signs of stress? These are the questions that this filing through its attached exhibits would typically answer. However, what we can infer is that the company is following the standard procedures for financial reporting. They are communicating their quarterly performance to the investing public in a timely manner. For an investor, the next step would be to find that press release and supplemental information to see the actual financial figures. Looking at the broader picture, banks like Affinity Bankshares Incorporated operate in a constantly changing economic environment. Interest rates, inflation, and consumer confidence all play a big role in how well a bank performs. A strong report would indicate they are navigating these challenges effectively, perhaps by growing their lending business, managing their expenses well, or seeing an increase in deposits. A weak report might signal the opposite, with rising costs, fewer profitable loans, or increased loan defaults. Given that this is an 8K announcing results, the critical missing piece is the actual performance data. This filing serves as a notification that the data is available and where to find it. It is like getting a notification that a new email has arrived, but you need to open the attachment to read the actual message. So, our analysis here is limited by the information provided in this specific document. We know that they reported, and when, but not what the results were. For Affinity Bankshares Incorporated, the real story is in those unattached exhibits. The direction of the company hinges on whether those numbers show growth and stability or point to potential headwinds. This is where the market will be watching closely. Investors will be dissecting those financials to gauge the bank's health, its competitive position, and its potential for future returns. Any significant improvement or decline in key metrics would guide investment decisions. The absence of specific figures makes it impossible to offer a definitive opinion on strengths or weaknesses demonstrated in this particular filing. However, the consistent use of these reporting formats suggests a commitment to transparency, which is generally a positive sign for any company. That is our breakdown of this Affinity Bankshares. Incorporated filing, what is your take on what a company announces when they issue an 8K for financial results? Even without the numbers, drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, see you next time.